Just by placing a few familiar items next to your money, you could start unlocking wealth and good fortune almost instantly in a gentle, effortless, and positive way. Hello, I am Master Zhen. In Feng Shui, money is not just a material possession. It is seen as a living flow of energy that is constantly moving and being affected by its surroundings. This flow of energy responds directly to the space where your money is kept and to the objects that come into contact with it every day. That is why the area where you keep your money should not only be clean and tidy, but also carry a sense of harmony and positivity. When this is in place, the energy of wealth can flow smoothly, making it easier for money to accumulate and much harder for it to slip away. On the other hand, many people unknowingly place items near their money that carry heavy, chaotic energy or that conflict with the idea of abundance. This kind of arrangement quietly disrupts the flow of wealth, causing money to come in, but making it very difficult to hold on to over time. For this reason, understanding what to place near your money and what to avoid is incredibly important. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some simple but practical principles that can help you avoid the unlucky energies that may be quietly interfering with the wealth of your household and your own financial well-being. But before we begin, leave a comment below with a powerful, positive affirmation. I place my money in a clean and harmonious space so that wealth stays long-lasting with my family. And do not forget to subscribe to Master Zhen, Feng Shui, Secrets for Wealth, for more simple yet profound Feng Shui tips that will help you keep your money safe, attract lasting abundance, live peacefully, and nurture prosperity for your family. And now, without keeping you waiting any longer, let us dive into the items that should be placed near your money. Things that may seem very ordinary, yet have the quiet power to nourish the flow of wealth. When placed correctly and intentionally, they help money circulate more smoothly, allow good fortune to settle in gently, and gradually spread a sense of abundance throughout your living space. The first item, Feng Shui coins. Feng Shui coins are not magical tools or promises of getting rich quick. They are symbols that help reset our mindset and the space surrounding our finances. In everyday life, money is often placed near chaos, stress, or disorder, and those exact factors disrupt the flow of money. The coin, with its round shape enclosing a square hole in the center, reminds us of the harmony between flexibility and structure. When placed beside money, it creates a sense of intention, signaling that money should be respected, not clutched with anxiety, nor handled recklessly with emotion. Its presence calms the financial atmosphere, helping money stay in a more stable state, and therefore more likely to remain with you over time. The power of the coin lies not in the object itself, but in the subtle shift in behavior that it inspires. When a coin is placed next to money, people tend to become more mindful about how they organize and treat their financial space, keeping it neat and intentional. That mindfulness naturally slows down spending, encouraging more thoughtful decisions and less impulsive actions. Money is no longer treated as something to hide away quickly or spend just to relieve stress. Instead, it becomes something to observe and manage with awareness. This creates a smoother financial rhythm, steady, uninterrupted, and with fewer unexplained losses. The coin also brings a sense of endurance and longevity, which is something money appreciates. It does not represent showiness or sudden growth, but rather stable progress over time. When a simple, quiet object is placed next to money, it sends a clear message. Abundance does not need to be rushed or proven. This message eases the fear of lacking and reduces the need to spend for emotional comfort. In that lighter mindset, money is allowed to do its job properly, and wealth becomes more steady, deeper, and longer lasting, not because it has been activated, but because it is no longer being pushed away by invisible pressure. The second item, quartz crystal. Quartz is one of the rare objects that gives off a sense of stability the very first time you encounter it. That is exactly why it works so well placed near money. In everyday life, money is often surrounded by chaos, taken out quickly, put away carelessly, or mixed in with unrelated things. When a piece of quartz is placed near where money is kept, that space naturally becomes more organized, not because of any magical energy, but because its structured presence encourages people to pay more attention to how things are arranged. Quartz does not make you take new actions, but it makes you do your usual actions more slowly and mindfully, especially when it comes to handling money. The strength of quartz lies in its ability to hold a steady rhythm. It does not push or excite. Unlike bold symbolic items that spark high expectations, quartz creates a more neutral and balanced atmosphere. When money is near something that feels calm, the person using it is less likely to act out of emotional highs or lows. As a result, financial decisions become more even-paced, not spent impulsively to relieve tension, and not hoarded in fear. This sense of balance might be hard to notice right away, but over time, it leads to more stable cash flow that is easier to manage. It is important to let quartz serve its role as a quiet anchor, not as a flashy decoration. A single, clean piece, placed securely in the spot where you keep your money, is enough. It should not be mixed with heavy or cluttered objects. When quartz is placed in a tidy space, it reflects back the way a person is treating their money with just the right amount of care, order, and no pressure. When your relationship with money stays in that kind of balance, your finances tend to run more smoothly, not because of luck, but because of clear, conscious choices made again and again over time. The third item, salt. Salt is incredibly familiar, which is why people often overlook its value when it comes to money. In your living space, salt represents the ability to hold on to what is essential and clear away what is unnecessary. When you place a small amount of salt near where money is kept, the goal is not to create something new, but to keep the surrounding energy clear. Money is not just lost through big spending. It often leaks away little by little due to inattention. Salt, symbolizing simplicity and purification, serves as a reminder that the space connected to your money should be clean, dry, and clearly defined, not cluttered with heavy or chaotic items. Using salt should be simple and intentional. Just a small pinch wrapped in clean paper or a plain fabric pouch, placed securely where your money is stored, is enough. Salt does not need to be shown off, nor moved around frequently. What matters is that it creates a light boundary, signaling that anything unrelated to money does not belong there. When this boundary is maintained, the habit of managing money naturally becomes tidier. People are less likely to mix money with old receipts, scraps, or stressful items. As a result, the financial space becomes easier to manage, and minor losses tend to decrease in a very natural way. Salt should also be replaced periodically to maintain its meaning. This is not some kind of ritual. It is more like a simple, mindful act of clearing things out. Remove the old salt, clean the area, and place a new pouch. This act helps keep the space fresh and reminds you to pay attention to the small details in your daily spending. When that attention is in the right place, money no longer slips away through meaningless expenses, and your finances become more steady without needing any superstitions at all. The fourth item, bay leaves. Bay leaves bring a very different kind of presence to the money space. They carry a sense of elegance and order, like a gentle reminder that money should be treated with dignity and self-respect. When you place a bay leaf near where money is kept, what gets activated is not a wish, but a mindset, appreciation for effort, recognition of value, and protection against feelings like inferiority or urgency. Many people lose direction financially not because they lack money, but because of a constant inner voice pushing them. Go faster. Have more. Prove more. The bay leaf, with its associations of accomplishment and dignity, helps calm that inner voice and return your use of money to its proper rhythm, clear, composed, and less driven by emotion. The way you place bay leaves should reflect the spirit of less but meaningful. 1 leaf, 2 at most, should be dry, clean, and whole. Keep them flat in a dedicated section of your wallet or storage area. Do not crumple, dampen, or mix them with random items. When a symbol is treated carelessly, its unspoken message becomes chaotic too. Bay leaves work best when placed in a neat spot that is easy to see when opening your wallet or money drawer, a gentle sign that reminds you. Money is the result of value, and value must be carried with integrity. When that sense of order is upheld, people naturally make fewer impulsive decisions and spend less just to feel better. The great thing about bay leaves is that they do not force any specific action. They create an atmosphere of doing things right. They invite the money holder to ask important questions before spending. Is this purchase worthy of my effort? Will it truly lighten my heart? Or is it just a quick fix? When those questions arise consistently, unnecessary losses often take care of themselves. Bay leaves, then, are not tools to summon money, but quiet reminders to keep your money aligned with dignity. That is what helps your finances grow in a clear and lasting direction. The 5th item, scented sachet. A scented sachet placed near your money works through a very different path, the path of smell and memory. Scent reaches your emotions faster than words, faster than logic. That is why, if every time you open your wallet or money drawer you are greeted by a pleasant scent, your brain will gradually begin to associate money with warmth, safety, and ease. Many people unknowingly bring a stifling atmosphere into their money space. Old paper smells, dampness, metallic scents, or simply the heavy feeling of handling money under stress. A scented sachet softly shifts that emotional backdrop. There is no need to force yourself into positive thinking, just let the right scent do its job. When choosing a sachet, go for gentle, warm, clean scents. Avoid anything too sharp or overly sweet, as these can become overwhelming. Light cinnamon, dried orange peel, lavender, or soft sandalwood tend to create a long-lasting sense of calm. The sachet should be small, sealed, and not crumbly. It should not dirty your money. Place it next to your wallet, inside a drawer, or in a corner near your safe, as long as it does not touch important documents. The key is subtlety. The scent only needs to be present enough to offer a soft whiff when the space is opened, not so strong that it overpowers. When the fragrance is just right, it acts as a reminder that the place where you keep money is also a part of your living space and deserves to be cared for just like any other important corner. Scented sachets also create a healthy habit, refreshing things regularly. When the scent fades, replace it with a new one, and while you are at it, wipe down the storage area and tidy it up. This habit turns financial care into something light and easy, not a stressful checkup, but more like maintaining a cozy corner of your home. When the emotional atmosphere around your money is calm and clean, the way you use money often becomes more steady, less impulsive, fewer decisions made in frustration, and more consistency over time. A scented sachet will not make money appear, but it connects money with a pleasant feeling. And when that feeling is maintained, financial decisions tend to become clearer and more aligned. The 6th item. A small handwritten note placed near your money serves a very specific purpose. It gives permission. Many people subconsciously hold money in a state of not enough, not worthy, or not safe to keep. These thoughts are rarely expressed out loud, but they operate beneath the surface and make it harder for money to stay. The note is not a promise about what will happen. It is a recognition of something that is already being allowed. The right to have enough, the right to keep money, and the right to use it with peace of mind. When that right is written down, it becomes clearer and easier to embrace, rather than remaining a vague hope in your mind. What you write on the note should be simple, no demands, no pressure. Avoid phrases that focus on goals, amounts, or deadlines. Instead, Use statements that affirm your current state or an open, welcoming attitude. For example, "I allow money to stay with me gently," or "I do not need to rush in order to feel enough." These statements are not about motivation, but about removing inner resistance. When you no longer feel like you have to prove something or chase after it, money no longer becomes a symbol of emotional pressure, and it is more likely to stay. The final role of the note is to separate your money from your past stories. Everyone has a personal financial history, times of fear, lack, or struggle. The note does not erase that past, but it marks a turning point. From this moment on, money will be treated differently. Just place the note discreetly near your money. You do not need to read it out loud or repeat it daily. When that boundary is maintained, your finances stop being tied to old emotional baggage, and your money starts to flow within a calmer, more stable environment, without force and without superstition. And now that you know what should be placed near money, it is just as important to understand this. Not everything placed near money will bring good fortune. Some things are so familiar that we do not even notice them, but when placed too close to your money, they can silently drain your wealth quietly and invisibly. The first item to avoid: bills and payment reminders. Bills, debt notices, and payment reminders should never be placed near your money. These documents carry a subtle but powerful message. Every time you touch your money, you are being reminded of obligations, outstanding payments, or financial pressure. When money and those papers live in the same small space, like a wallet, drawer, or safe, the first feeling that arises is not comfort or control, but a quiet sense of stress. Even if you are not consciously aware of it, your mind picks up this message and begins to associate money with duty. This makes it harder for money to stay long-term. It will not cause a major crisis, but it creates tension in the energy around your money. That tension makes every financial decision feel just a little heavier and more rushed. In addition, bills and debt papers bring visual and organizational chaos. These documents are often folded quickly, stuffed in, or stacked randomly and forgotten. The area meant for your money becomes cluttered and hard to manage. When the space where you keep money becomes messy, it is harder to track your balance, monitor your spending, or separate what needs to be saved from what can be used. These small disruptions, when repeated, turn into unconscious habits that lead to money slipping away, not because it is lost, but because the financial flow is disrupted by disorder and a lack of clarity. The simple but powerful fix is to keep your money and financial obligations in two completely separate spaces. Bills and reminders should be stored in a file folder, box, or designated drawer for processing completely away from your wallet or cash storage. Once that boundary is clearly set, the money space becomes neater and easier to navigate. Touching your money no longer feels stressful or overwhelming. As a result, your finances have a better chance to remain steady, and you, as the money keeper, can stay calm, confident, and in control. The second item to avoid: medication. Even though medicine is a normal part of daily life, it is something that should be kept away from your money. Medication represents depletion and the need for protection, not in a superstitious sense, but based on how our intuition reacts. When money is placed near items that remind us of illness, fatigue, or poor health, the subconscious starts associating money with weakness or the need to spend in preparation. That money space no longer feels calm or light. It becomes part of a setting tied to worry and prevention. Even though it is not obvious, your cash flow may become less stable, and you may experience quiet but real financial leakage. Another thing to consider is the physical impact of having medication near your money. Medicines can be bulky, can fall over easily, or carry a scent. When placed near your wallet or safe, they make the space feel crowded and unpleasant. The area where money is kept should be clean and clearly organized. But when heavy or strongly scented items are mixed in, Each interaction with your money becomes a little more uncomfortable. Over time, these small annoyances build up, and managing money starts to feel like a burden, leading to unconscious losses that are difficult to track. The best and simplest solution is to store your money and your medication in separate places. Money should be kept somewhere dry, clean, and easy to check, neat and intentional. Medicine, on the other hand, should be placed in its own drawer or storage box. That way, the space around your money remains pleasant. Every time you touch your money, it feels light and intentional, not tied to illness or depletion. Your finances are more likely to stay steady and grounded, not because of any trick or superstition, but because the surrounding energy is clean and supportive. The third item to avoid: sharp objects. Sharp items such as knives, scissors, or sewing needles should absolutely not be placed near your money. These objects naturally trigger a sense of caution. The space where money is stored should be orderly and easy to handle, but the presence of sharp items makes the environment feel tense. Each time you open your wallet or money drawer, your eyes and hands instinctively detect a potential threat. Even a simple task like organizing bills or checking denominations starts to feel stressful and hesitant. These small, daily experiences do not cause direct losses, but over time, they subtly shift how you approach and handle money, making the financial flow less smooth. Sharp objects also disrupt the order and tidiness of the space where money is kept. They take up space, cause items to shift around, and make it harder for things to stay in place. When money gets mixed with knives, scissors, or needles, tasks like checking your balance, sorting bills, or finding the right amount become more frustrating. This chaotic space forces you to stop and rearrange things again and again, creating a sense of inconvenience and fatigue. These small annoyances, when they accumulate, create a quiet but noticeable pressure, making it harder to hold on to money over the long term. The best solution is to keep sharp objects in a completely separate area. Knives, scissors, and sewing needles should be stored in a toolbox, a separate drawer, or a designated holder, never mixed in with your wallet, safe, or money storage. Once they are kept apart, the money space becomes more functional, and working with money feels faster and more pleasant. You will no longer be interrupted by discomfort or caution, and your money will stay in a space that is stable, safe, and easy to manage without needing any tricks or spiritual beliefs. Once you arrange the right items to support wealth and remove the ones that quietly drive money away, the energy around your money will begin to shift. It will feel lighter, more organized, and carry a sense of calm that you may not have noticed before. Money is not just physical, it reflects the energy you create around it. When the environment is clear and in order, every interaction with money becomes more natural without heaviness or confusion. This is the foundation for a steady, effortless, and long-lasting flow of abundance. Change does not have to be dramatic or complicated. One small action each day, tidying a drawer, placing supportive items in the right spot, keeping your money space clean and neat, is enough to make a difference. Each detail, each habit, sends a quiet signal to your money that it is welcome, valued, and protected from unnecessary loss. When you maintain this level of care, a sense of peace and confidence will naturally align with your finances, making every money-related action feel easier and more grounded. And before you go, leave a positive affirmation in the comments below. I organize my money space so that prosperity naturally flows into my life. And do not forget to subscribe to Master Zhen, Feng Shui Secrets for Wealth, to discover the Feng Shui wisdom that helps your money stay with you and lets good fortune spread throughout your home.